Hello, friends, and welcome to the Sold Out Show, episode 15. My name is Space Apples. Here's where I talk about anything and everything. I hope you've had a good day or night so far. Today, the day is 5 for 2025. It is May 4th, which is also my puppy's birthday. Think I mentioned him before. He is really dense. He's really cute. But he's turning 1 today, which, yippee. So this might be a shorter episode because I'm kind of filming it late because I've been procrastinating it basically all day. So the first thing I have on my list is going back to school, and since it was like it was spring break, uh like last time I filmed, if that makes sense. But now I've already went through my first week of school, like back. Eh, it's fine. It's basically normal. I was like, but like something to kind of connect to like school, going back to school again, is the state tests. Uh, I hate state testing so much. It literally sucks. Um, like we only have our math state tests left, but like still those are gonna not. Ugh. I just hate state tests. And I think it's mainly for like the state to see how your teacher teaches. But like I still like hate it. um so yeah, we already did our English testing ones where I'm sorry, I'm screwing around with my mic stand. It doesn't want to stay up, and I've tightened it for like a sec once. Okay, I think ow. I think it works. That works probably. But before we left for break, we did 2 days of state testing. Both of them were ELA. And sorry about the crunchy chair, my bad. And like we had to like write a whole essay on like it was one of them was like a poem and the other one was I don't know, some kind of informational text, and oh, that was hard. I did it like the first thing on the test because I knew that the essay was going to be there, and I didn't want to do the essay last because then I don't know, it would just be too hard to do at the end. But I think for overall the 2 days for the state testing, I think it's going to be like 46 questions in total, which is not bad at all. Which, like, I think the first day is just all multiple choice questions, and then the other ones are like, I don't know. I think there's like 2 word problems. But yeah. And we're also learning like percentages and ratios and whatever, and like I does not make any sense. But like I mean it makes sense to an extent, but then it also makes like no sense at all. So I don't know if that makes sense. But yeah. Um which I don't know how to explain what the next day of the state testing is because she has not, like, our math teacher has not told us. Well, she has, like, she didn't really explain it that well. But oh, I was gonna mention something else. Oh yeah. I was just while I'm thinking of it, I got along with school actually, never mind. Homework and how it sucks. Like, we're doing state test prep actually on Tuesday, and I think it's Tuesday and Wednesday. I have math state testing this week. So next Monday I'll tell you how that went. It's not gonna go well. I hate state tests. Like, I don't know, I wish you didn't have to spend an entire day. And I'm in New York, and when we were trying to start it, like the NY whatever it's called, the Questar or whatever, was not working. So we had to delay it for a whole period, and we could have went to 5th period if you like finished in time, or if it would go from like I think 3rd period until 5th period if you needed it, but mainly No, it'd go from like half of second period actually. My bad. Half of second period, then through like all of third and fourth, and then like you could have went to fifth period, but the like whatever it was called had some trouble. I don't know, quest starring, so we didn't get to go to fifth period, even if you finished, which kind of sucked. But it's lunch after that anyway, so it's fine. Um, so in my school, we have like these two playgrounds, and one of them is like really fun, and the other one's kind of boring because like there's a huge playground in one of them, and then there's like it's still a big playground except it's just less fun. But I don't know, I had to add that, but I was gonna somehow get to how I have this huge backyard. It's not really like not all of it is mine, but like it's just full of like a bunch of trees, mainly dead. And the other day, there's like this little, I think I mentioned this in the past because I fell and I mentioned that. But basically like there's this little, I call it a pond. It's not a pond. I'm gonna call it it's a puddle, but I'm gonna call it a pond because sue me. So I was like back there, and there's, as I mentioned, a bunch of dead trees. And one of the dead trees, I didn't realize was like all the way dead, that if I were to lean on it, it would break. And I went to like lean on it to catch myself from falling, and it broke. And it's now across the little pond, and I'm devastated. Not really. But there's also like, so people like take balloons and like throw them, like not really throw them, but like let them go into the air whenever someone dies. I think uh I can't spell. Whenever, yeah, well they used to, and were common. Well, people still do it apparently. And one of them happened to be in the little puddle, in the little pond puddle, whatever thing. So I like took it and I put it in one of the trees. My mic stand is still falling. How heavy is it? How heavy is this mic? I just watched it fall. Fall, I dare you. No. Anyway. But like in the back, like in my backyard was like, it was really cool. And I went, so we used to have this, I don't think I was alive for it, but my mother lived in this house like a long time ago when she was a kid. Not really a long time ago. When she was a kid. And then she moved out. And then I don't know how many years later, moved back in, had this icon. And she would used to like go up behind her house, and there would be a reservoir. And like a reservoir is kind of like this thing where like there's water in it for like the whole town. Not really, it's not the whole town. It's definitely not the whole town. Maybe it is. I don't know. But she would always want to jump in it and like swim in it. But like, I would think that would be so much fun. But it's like the reservoir is still there, except it's all broken down and filled in with a bunch of dirt. And there's like a tree. And yeah. And I actually went back there the other day with her, and we kind of like had a little walk, and it was really, really fun. Um, But yeah, speaking of my mom, she also just cut my hair a few minutes ago, actually, because she is a cosmetologist, meaning she teaches hair. She teaches hair is insane. She teaches how to like. It's not only hair too. She does like, she cuts hair, she styles it, colors it, whatever. She also does nails, like fingernails, toenails, massages. Trying to think of other things. She does, yeah, she's pretty, yeah, it's pretty cool to have a mom like her. She does like makeup too. Um and it's really fun too. I'll go into Ulta with her and she'll like help me pick out stuff. Um yeah, she's pretty chill. I love having a mom like her. And we went up behind. Oh no, what? I'm on something. She cut my hair and she like shaved. I have an undercut. I think I've mentioned this. Could be wrong, but I have an undercut, and like an undercut is basically just where like there's a section of your head underneath like all of your hair. And I have very thick hair in general, and even with the undercut, it's just really thick hair. And like I just got that trimmed, and then I just got my bangs trimmed, and I think I look really nice. But anyway, that's all for today. I hope you have a great week. Like the video if you like it, dislike it if you didn't. Just remember that you're special. I love you and see you next week. Bye.